Oh, we going live? We live?
Yeah, we are live.
Mm, mm, mm.
All right. Um, are we live? I don't know.
Nah, I haven't. I haven't gotten the prompt from
Yeah,
YouTube,
we live.
and
We
we
live.
live,
We live.
and we live,
All right. Now
and
let me
we.
just share the links. Links this.
Look, link me. Don't link me.
What?
Don't link me. That's what Drake says. Don't link me. Link me.
Oh. Oh, shit. Let me see. Um. Oh yeah,
We
I was looking for the
love,
link. Looking for the
love.
link. Looking for the link. Looking for the link. Looking for the link. Hey. Hey. Looking.
I was listening to that Doja Cat song. Is it Doja Cat?
Listen to me. I love Doja Cat. I have
She's mad. She's mad. Like I don't know. Like she looks like she's mad chill. Like she likes to like just laugh and joke around and then get serious with her music.
She's seriously serious. I'm not taking things too serious.
Seriously serious if I'm not taking
We should
things
have her on the podcast.
too serious. Like Doja Cat, you like a Yankee? I love baseball.
Does she?
Not really. Where she's from? I don't even know where she's from.
Didn't even know me.
Didn't even know. I didn't even know.
I hope
Now
one
that
day I meet her.
that little clip caught me. That little clip where she says,
So.
when she says, "I hope so."
Let me turn the volume down. What up, YouTube?
What
I
up,
see a
YouTube?
link out here.
Pinstripe strong for me.
Let me share this.
Yeah, we should call that when we talk about what we watching. We should call it views from the views from the Bronx.
Only Jeffrey does all that shit while we talking, bro. I just fucking try to get through. You know what I mean? I just try to make it.
I feel you. Yo, you didn't cut out the ish part.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit! You didn't cut out shit. Just put like an asterisk or something like after S. But like,
Are we on the air?
are we on the?
Yo. Oh. I have a feeling we're gonna end up cursing though.
Yeah, we are gonna curse. But,
How you know?
That's not.
I'm grown. I'm allowed.
Yeah. Just but like,
I'm trying to pull
it's
it
not my
together. She's
responsibility,
strong.
but it is our responsibility to be responsible with our responsibilities.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
People in the chat from the front to the back. Where you at?
To the back. From the back.
To this day.
To this day.
I gotta mute this shit. My bad.
Shout
Hey,
out
Joe, that's
Adam
Hey.
Arpino, even though I had this
Autobots.
before Otto took the number.
Autobots.
All right, let's see who's in the chat right now. What up,
So
Jared?
Judge
Matthew
wasn't the
was good.
first. Judge wasn't the
Ivan
first
was
Yankee.
good.
Judge wasn't the first Yankee to wear 99. Who was it? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Manny Ramirez.
No, on the Yankees. Who was the first Yankee to wear number 99? I actually saw it. Like I was seeing a highlight.
All right, I can't wear this.
And I was like,
fucking
oh
mask.
shit,
I'm
we're 99.
dying. I'm dying. I can't wear my mask.
Dude, I'm dying. Let me take off my mask.
Hey, you know what?
It's supposed to save you.
I don't want to laugh.
I don't want to laugh.
But that's funny. Okay? I don't want to laugh.
Funny.
But that's funny. All right?
You know what? I gotta
Sunday. I'm gonna put my mask is actually like not that bad. Like I
not?
can't do the ear flap. I can only rock these like this now.
Yeah. I bought one.
This is actually called a neck gaiter.
Yeah.
But those like one, I always have my
Neck
shades
gaiter?
on. Yeah, neck gaiter, not gator like Florida Gators, like
Okay.
GAITER, neck gaiter.
Okay.
Really, what I think it is for you to like people that play basketball or hoop or whatever, they like wet these and they keep them around their necks to keep them cool in the summer.
Yeah.
What was I about to say though? Oh yeah, I can't wear the regular mask with my glasses. Obviously, you two wear glasses all the time. Like the fog comes up from your breath.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does.
So like,
I bought
I can't see. Why would I keep this mask?
Right.
Yeah.
I actually bought similar, like the one how yours is shaped, Keith, but it's an anime. It's from Naruto, but it's like that. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it pretty soon. So, Naruto.
All right. Well, today is May 3rd. And
Third.
it is a great day indeed. Taurus season is
Yes,
upon
sir.
us because that is actually the only season going on right now. No baseball season, no basketball season.
Throw the horns up.
Throw the horns up. Throw the
Horns
horns up.
up. I don't know. That shit looks like Illuminati, but all right, we'll rock
Illuminati.
with that. He said Illuminati.
Devil worshippers.
It's all good. Are they?
Shit, if I was Illuminati, I'd be way out of here by now. I'd be dumb lit.
Instead of Yes Network, is Keith Network.
For real, I have my own network, bro. I have a bunch of random shit. X-Men, Yankees, Cowboys.
I only got this Yankee mask. That's all I got right now. But
show the people the mask. They're gonna be like, what's the number to the number? As if they could call and order it. What's the website to order it from?
My boy got it for me. Got a mask. So that's some good stuff. And it is May 3rd, right? So
Joe,
we got some birthdays. What?
Joe, that shirt is fire, babe.
You like this shirt? Freaking.
Yeah, man.
That's
right
tough.
there?
Yeah, I didn't even realize until you.
Yo, you notice every episode, if you go back, guys, Joe's got like a new shirt. You never
not
random.
Low key, he's been online shopping. He's been low key getting fresh for when we allowed outside again.
So wait a minute, is that Joe?
Is that Joe? Oh shit!
You know they got the deals right now too.
Yeah. Oh, you got some good stuff, man. Dude. Biggie on the shirt. You know what I mean? Got to pay homage to the king. And we also got to pay some homage to some people that have some birthdays in here, 3 birthdays in this podcast today. So some good stuff. We got Chris, we got Keith, and my birthday too by default.
Count it. You celebrating your birthday again? Why are you celebrating during the quarantine? I'm trying to postpone my shit.
It's like, nah, I'm still my current age.
All right, we got a birthday. So
later.
I guess we'll talk about a little bit of baseball, and there's nothing going on. Some news, some notes, and maybe our thoughts. We're on our bullshit.
The Bulls are Taurus.
A couple of meanings. We'll talk about that.
The Last
Taurus
Dance.
Season. Yeah, The Last Dance on our bullshit. Episode 82, Pinstripe Strong.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Drop the beat now. Woo! What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Joe's McFly. And here, joined by my 2 co-hosts.
Chris?
Yo.
I promise you that is not his name. His name is Keith.
Yo. I go by yo.
Keith and Chris. And of course,
She reminds me of that Rush Hour shit.
Jeff is around here somewhere. Not in this house, but in the Bronx. So
it reminds me of that Rush Hour shit when Chris Tucker was like, "You," he's like, "I'm you." No, he's like, he's like, "No," he's like, "No, me." That shit is fucking funny.
So
he's like, "I'm you."
I promise you, we may talk a little bit of baseball, maybe a little bit of Yankees on this podcast. This podcast has now become something else. It used to be Pinstripe Strong talking about the Yankees. Now it's quarantine love, quarantine time, and what we're
quarantine
doing.
Radio
And fun time. I don't know. We might get Tory Lanez might have something to do with that.
Nah, that would take the show to a whole nother direction.
Tory Lanez definitely took over this whole quarantine thing, man. He really took over. He had a concert not so long ago.
Like he's the man, yo. He was ready.
Yeah,
man. When you free agent, you could do whatever you want.
Get ready, stay ready, so you ain't got to
showing the strippers love. He showed us strippers from all over the world. Who would have thought?
They were actually donating. That you see, like people on YouTube donating like $200, $500. Like I'm like, wow, that's
these
crazy.
Strippers on quarantine radio got bread off quarantine radio because they put their Cash Apps in there. They put their OnlyFans in there. Think about like he had 100,000 people watching his stream on average. All it takes is 10 fiends for these chicks to get rich.
Yeah.
I was like, Don Miguelo
find 10 dudes that love you, you're good.
Don Miguelo shit was crazy too. He had 400K in there, bro. 400K.
Who had 400K?
Don Miguelo, Spanish. Just mad joyous twerking in there. He's talking about he don't want gargoyles. He don't want gargoyles in the stream.
Yeah. But the cool thing about Don Miguelo is that he
got his own song.
He puts his own music, so people are dancing to his music, so they're listening to his stuff.
They downloading this shit, making songs, and it's
man. They just know there's some people, man. They just step up in certain situations when you think everything is just going down, man. There's some people just make the moves or stop working. Now these guys, they keep they going at it. That's like us right now. We working.
Got to be able to pivot, man. I know we took a little bit of a break, but we pivoted. Now we're back on Sundays, back on the live. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the Twitter. Shout out to the people checking in with us. Appreciate y'all, obviously.
Yeah, man.
We're on our bullshit right now.
Well, I got something for you guys, man, for Keith and for Chris, and just wanted to.
What's that, man? What's that?
Wanted to wish you guys a happy, good old time there.
What's going on over here, over there?
The power. The colorful clown. You can keep on looking. You'll never see a frown. It's your birthday, and I'll love you. King by the crown. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Jim, look at all my colors. Don't they make you smile? Listen to my singing. It can last for quite a while.
I fucking hate that clown.
No, don't watch that shit 30 times this week.
Fun, and my time is almost done. So goodbye, 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 goodbye.
He said goodbye all those times and then did that.
Oh man, let's talk about the hit him with the bleach, dude.
Now that was close.
Trampled by the bleach.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, man. One of the highlights during this quarantine time. It's a lot of lowlights, but one of the highlights is the fact that I was able to rewatch Powerpuff Girls with my kids and put them on. They deserve to have that childhood, and thus they will get it. I'm telling you, man. Powerpuff Girls is some funny ass shit. If you go back and watch it, Dexter's Laboratory, all that shit, man.
Laboratory, Two Stupid Dogs.
Oh, I gotta watch all that
JoJo.
Shit, I gotta watch all that shit, man. That shit got
Mandark. You forget about some of the characters that weren't the main characters.
Right, bro. I tried introducing my kids to Looney Tunes. They were like, "Oh, no, this is not funny at all." I'm like, "Oh."
Like, they want to watch PJ Masks or some new age stuff.
I'm like, damn, man, Bugs Bunny's not funny to you? Like, like all my
Tom and Jerry, like they don't get funnier than Tom and Jerry.
Like Droopy,
damn, this shit is corny. You corny, son.
Hey, Dad, this shit is trash, B.
Like, yo, Dad, you wasted your time watching this. Like, this is what you used to watch.
You trash, son. You trash, Dad. Papa, you trash. No.
It's so fucking funny, man. I don't want to begin to explain episodes and shit like that, but I know that we started a little bit last week talking about what episodes, or what the hell we're watching and shit like that. I did finish some stuff. I finished Homeland, finished West Wing. Yeah, I'm done with that. I don't know if you guys watch anything else, but
I was watching the. I started watching the Nicky Jam docu-series about his life.
But everybody want to do a documentary now. Now that the MJ shit came out, and they're like, "Yo, man." Now Clay Thompson is like, "Well, I got a documentary about my ACL." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, everybody. Magic Johnson's got a doc. Dwayne Wade is talking about a doc. It's like, yo, if you didn't have it in the tuck for now, like once we're allowed back outside, I don't need it.
Yeah,
we don't. You don't need it. But
once we outside, ain't no time for docs. Be like,
there's no time for docs.
I gotta go outside and go to the store and shit. Like,
now this Nicky Jam docu-series has been out for a while, but it was on the Latin Netflix side. It just premiered now on Netflix over in America. And it's about his life, basically where he was as a kid and his rise to stardom, and then his downfall with drugs and things like that, and then basically rising again like a phoenix from the ashes, which is awesome because his first album in 10 years was called The Phoenix and sold 10 million records. So this guy, Nicky Jam, I've been a fan since I was a kid. So, it's great seeing what he went through and everything like that. It was very emotional. It was very crazy. Yeah. So, but I just finished watching that. It's 13 episodes, one season.
Oh, it's a series. You see, sometimes some of those series, like I don't know. I mean, I guess a docu-series is good, but sometimes I want to get everything all together. Like,
right. No, it's
Jordan, it's Jordan, bro. He could kind of keep me in the whole, like, wanting to see more shit, but, people.
I'm guessing the Nicky Jam doc is not in English.
You could put it in English because it's funny because I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. He was talking about how he was watching. I think he was watching. I think you could switch it to English because he speaks English. He was born in Massachusetts, and he actually came over here in the Bronx. He was hustling with Daddy Yankee in Fordham, which is crazy. But you could watch it. Maul was watching it. He was talking about it on the Joe Budden podcast. So, but it's a pretty good series. And now I'm watching The Last Kingdom. I'm in the 4th season, Joe.
Oh yeah, I finished it.
Is that worth watching? I saw that on there, and I'm like, it's in the top. Like it's in now how they have the numbers, the top like 5 or whatever it is. Yeah. I'm like, The Last Kingdom. I might have to run that. Not tonight.
It's fucking awesome.
One of these
nights. Son of Uhtred.
What's crazy about it is that like I peeped it on Netflix. When you surf on the fucking app and shit, to look what you want to watch or whatever, and Game of Thrones, it was one more year before it came out. I think it was season 7 or season 8, and I was like, yeah, man, I need a fix. I need something. And then I just started watching The Last Kingdom, and I haven't looked back since. It's very, very good, Keith.
It's good. Definitely, it's a little different, but it's almost the same.
Nah, I'm gonna check it. I got time. I'm looking through stuff all the time. I just finished Lil Dicky, obviously Insecure tonight.
How was that? How is that?
I gotta watch Insecure.
How is Insecure?
Funny as hell.
Dave is great, yo. Honestly, I feel dumb for sleeping on it, but like I said, like I had a friend that was like overhyping it, gassing it, and sometimes when you have the wrong person, especially when it's somebody that you don't really even rock with like that keeps telling you, yo, watch this, yo, did you get around to watching this, yo, what'd you think about like? Nah, one of my boys from high school just kept asking me about it because I think he wanted my opinion on it because I'm a hip hop head. And like wanted to talk to me about, yo, did you see the episode with Young Thug? Yo, did you see like whatever? And after watching it, I was like, damn, I wish there was more episodes. This is the first season. And the way Lil Dicky works, like we don't know when the next season's coming. It might not come out until 2022. Who knows? But I thought it was great. All 10 episodes were great.
What's crazy is that if you listen to his music, like his albums, he has some skits, and you can already hear like his his acting chops, like the way that he set up the skits and everything like that.
Yeah,
and also his videos as well. His videos are fucking hilarious, B. So
he's smart.
He was the one that made. He's like, I can make a music video with like $10 or some shit like that.
I remember that, and he just went and got into the most popping areas, like T-Pain's video just pulled up on it. Yeah.
Fucking funny, man. He's funny. He's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I like that kind of stuff, man. I'm watching like that, cartoons, bro. Like a lot of DC stuff. I mean, I don't know what since it's quarantine, right? And I know Keith talked about delaying his birthday and shit. What did you guys do for your birthdays? Like Chris was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do the podcast on Sunday."
We're currently in Chris's birthday right now. Like his birthday ain't done yet. Don't rush this man.
My birthday's right now. Yo, fire emojis on the YouTube chat, guys. Fire emojis. Oh.
I mean, my birthday was Friday, and it started off like a shitty day, like a rainy thunderstorm day. But then it cleared up. It actually got warmer.
Nice.
So I was able to get out for a little bit. Obviously my fiance Nicole did everything, you know, like had some surprise gifts, and I'm oblivious. Like I'm easy to surprise. I'm one of them people that like she had a cake in the refrigerator and I didn't even notice it was in the refrigerator.
Yeah, man. Yo,
and I'm obviously in the fridge.
Water all day.
No, but like I mind my business. So if there's something in the back of the fridge in plastic wrapped up, right, I'm not diving into it. I'm minding my business. So I didn't think it was for me. And then she had some stuff delivered, and I'm just thinking she's going to get her regular packages that get delivered. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So yeah, props to Nicole. Because even though I try to postpone my birthday, she got a cake and got gifts, and we did the FaceTime. Like I did the group FaceTime, which I didn't realize they changed it around. So like if you have all people that have iPhones, like the FaceTime app, you can do a group FaceTime. It's pretty cool. Like, you know, they move the people around who's talking, and you can use the emojis and stuff like that. So
that's
and of course I threw a couple drinks back. I'm sipping one right now. I've been drinking this whole weekend just to kind of chill, and I'm starting to feel these summer vibes, yo. Like I'm starting to feel it. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yo, can we talk about how people just trying to rush this shit? Like they're like, somebody put out a tweet. I don't know who it was. So I can't give him credit. He actually said, "Yeah, it's so American that they'll be like, oh, well, we're bored of this coronavirus, so we're just gonna go outside now." Yo, bro.
Bro, no respect. That's why they saying there's a second wave. Like you got to be careful, man. There's a second wave, and it could be deadlier. And people just want to be outside. Like I stepped outside yesterday because I had to run some errands, send some money to my parents in DR. And people just chilling, like on the benches and having a good time, hugging.
What's going on? Oh, bro, oh, what we doing?
Yo, I was offended. I'm like, yo, bro. And this lady, there was this guy. He was on the counter. And the lady's calling me over. She's like, it's your turn. I'm like, nah, I'll wait for this motherfucker to move. I'm not I don't want to be next to the dude, man. I don't want to be next to anybody.
Right.
But people taking it lightly, man.
I went to go wash clothes today because obviously that is something that I needed to do. I've been putting that off for a while, bro. It piled up to the point where I'm just like, all right, bro. Like,
the last underwears.
When you get down to like the final underwears and shit, where you choosing between, I don't know about these and shit, man. I remember my high school graduation. I think it's time to wash some clothes. I got it to the point where I was like, fuck
the old, the uncomfortable shits. The motherfuckers that ride up.
Nah, bro, it just rides up. It be pissing me off. Like, yo, Michelle be rocking my boxes. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
For fun?
Yeah.
In the house?
Yeah, like got shorts and shit. I'm like, yo, chill, B. Like, what the fuck?
She's treating them. Get
the fuck out of here, yo.
You low on boxers because she wearing them in shorts. That's hilarious.
Bro, I don't understand.
Watch Fashion Nova come out with boxer shorts for women.
I'm about to cry. She turned my man boxer briefs, his boxers, not his boxer brief. She turned this man's boxers into gym shorts to wear around the house. He's running low like, yo,
I'm like, yo, what's going on? I just see her with one pair, and then she'll work out, and then she'll put on another one. I'm like, yo, hold on.
I would have been tight. A week ago. I would have been like, yo, I know I got more boxers than this. Where are they going?
Oh no, because they feel more comfortable. And I'm like,
I'm here to tell you right now,
nah,
we don't care. Let me tell you.
Give me my fucking underwear, yo.
Bro, that's not how it works over here.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking funny, man. Guys, we do have some baseball news though.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is a fucking baseball podcast.
I'm literally crying. I'm crying because I'm picturing you going through your drawers, going to put on some fresh. You're like, yo, where are all my boxes?
I'm picturing. You know what I'm also picturing? Because you talked about, oh, you just mind your business, and I thought about this shit, and I just think about like a little Keith, like when he was like mad young and shit, like 5, 6 years old, and trying to go into a room on Christmas, and you see your mom trying to wrap gifts, and then she taught you to mind your business.
Facts.
When it comes to the gifts, you're like, oh, well, from there,
I lived in a small ass apartment growing up.
Business.
Christmas time.
Your fucking business. I don't see nothing. It could be a toy right in front of you. Like, nope.
Facts.
I don't see that shit until the 24th.
I was mad stubborn though as a kid, man. Because my mother would wrap it, but then she would leave it under the tree. So my room was right next to the living room.
Shake the.
So I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn. And I waited till she fell asleep.
Start counting gifts and shit. Like, oh shit.
No, I opened it up a little bit. I'm like,
oh, you a badass kid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, and then I turned it around so she won't see the little crack.
Yo, you know what's whack?
The wrapping paper.
You know what's fucking whack? And I'm sorry to get off on a tangent here. I got a little older, you know. My mom took me to go buy gifts and shit to Toys R Us. She took me. I'm like, okay.
Hey.
So she buy, and then that was the time when the first, Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation came out. And I'm like, yo, I want this for Christmas. She's like, okay. So she bought it. Bro, how she wrapped that shit and put that shit under the tree, bro. I had to wait all the way to fucking Christmas.
All the way.
That shit got me
I'd rather not have known about it. I'd rather not have gone on that trip.
I was like, what the fuck? Yo, bro, we went like it was.
Bro, that's torture.
No lie, like the first week of December. And I'm like, looking at
made the month extra long.
I'm contemplating opening the game and shit.
You watching the grass grow outside your window, like, damn, we're never gonna get to Christmas. Days,
bro, the most wild shit Joe could have done is open the fucking game and then wrap it up.
Yeah, play it, wrap it up every night and shit. And I beat the game by the time Christmas come around.
It's like, oh yeah, you got it. Like, I don't care.
You know what's shicey though? She's like, nah, you can stay with the strategy guy.
She said, what?
The strategy.
Yo, bro, I
could keep that.
I knew the whole first map. I memorized that shit by heart. Like, I knew everywhere to go. I didn't miss no potion, no rations, nothing, bro. I knew everything. That shit's
crazy. I love Metal Gear Solid V when it came out.
That shit was crazy. But baseball, right? We got baseball news.
Yeah.
By the way,
Baseball.
Congrats to Blake Snell as he won the MLB The Show tournament championship. So he won.
I thought he was gonna win. You could tell he plays a lot, and he was actually kind of growing his following and his people are really getting to know his personality through this quarantine and his clips. He had a lot of clippable moments from him playing MLB The Show.
Yeah, it's some fun stuff, man. I guess the only thing I would say is that next time, I guess you could have that moderator there because that was missing from the NBA 2K one, like a moderator. Keep the moderator, but don't let it be so sponsored by MLB to the point that it's so buttoned up, because I felt like some of these guys weren't allowed to be themselves. Like there was plenty of times
like
they wanted to get up and say, yo, what the fuck? And they couldn't, or like you give up a home run or whatever. Like it was one time, I think I seen Gallo. He gave up a home run, a walk-off homer, and yo, bro, he put his shit on mute, bro. And he was so tight.
Yeah.
He was so tight. And it's like I want to see these guys express themselves, man. Like let them express themselves. So maybe don't let it be so buttoned up. To the point, like, they didn't let him talk about the Astros. They were trying to joke on the Astros and shit, and they were like, oh, let's not do that. Come on.
There's a lot of guidelines, bro. There's a lot of guidelines.
Let's not do that. But
before they agreed to do that, there was probably hella emails sent to the agent, the manager, sent like, yo, these are things we absolutely cannot say and cannot do. This is Major League Baseball.
You can't say shit like, fuck you, or, like little things.
No curse words. That's off the rip. You can't curse.
They're like, oh, burgers.
He said, oh, cotton hair ninny muggins.
The second things they said, you can't say anything bad about our commissioner. They say you can't say a bad word about Robert Manfred. And then next, No mention of the Astros, no mention of the Red Sox or their punishments. We're gonna stay away from those topics.
Yes.
That shit would have been cool. Like Rob Manfred's like Vince McMahon, so I sure would have been cool if you had like a these mother like trashing him. Like, oh man, this guy's garbage.
Yeah, and they should have had a secret line where Manfred could chime in, press a button, be like, "Yo, I heard what you said."
Great for TV, but talking about baseball.
Yes, and this episode is, of course, episode 82, as all of the other episodes as well. Brought to you by JomboyMedia. JomboyMedia! All of your breakdowns, news, and notes, and fun stuff. Make sure you guys visit JomboyMedia on Twitter and Instagram, just to be able to stay up to date. Fun stuff, keeping it fun, keeping it light.
Follow all of us.
Follow Chris.
Chris McFly 28. Follow Keith.
You can follow me, but honestly, I'm trash on Twitter. I just tweeted. I'm like, I'm trash on Twitter. Like, I don't even care right now, yo. Like, this is not regular life, so I'm not really like posting like I usually would, or making videos or doc.
I got triggered last night, but we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think
save the trigger for the end. Save it for the end.
Save the trigger. Don't pull the trigger.
Y'all can follow me, but I really don't care if you follow me or not right now.
Keith,
when we get back, hey, if I can go to Yankee Stadium and watch the Yankees, following me is fun. But right now, like I leave Twitter for like the whole day. I'll come back. It was my birthday. Chris knows. It's your birthday. You got people texting you, people Facebook messaging you, people tweeting at you. It's all day. Now, I'm not complaining, but what I did was like, I'm going to take the day off. And then I come back to Twitter. I'm like, well, I got to say thank you to these people. Separately.
And
then it starts a whole nother chain of, happy belated, bro. And I'm like, nah, that's not what I wanted.
The happy belated wave right after. Definitely follow Joe's McFly.
Oh, yeah. Follow me at Joe's McFly. All social media platforms and on Twitch, because that's probably where I'm the most active right now.
Is where I be.
Joe better than me though. Joe versatile. He'll switch it up. He's gonna tweet you about Mojo Jojo and the Powerpuff Girls. He gonna tell you what he's watching. He gonna tell you what he's doing. Like I ain't got the time.
All hours, bro.
All hours. Bro, I wake up. I wake up and I see Joe arguing with some
5 in the morning.
4 in the morning. I'm like, yo, Joe, what the fuck? Go to sleep, B.
Go to sleep. Wake up 2 hours later, arguing again. It's crazy.
But let's get into this real quick.
Dale.
The Major League Baseball and the umpires reached an agreement on pay structure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, so if even one regular season game, and this is by Jeff Passan, ESPN News. So if even one regular season game is played this season, the umps are guaranteed about 1/3 of their salaries. Umpires generally make between $150,000 and $450,000 a year.
Okay.
So they got a third of their
apparently
good.
Apparently
good for
good for them.
Phil Cousy and Joe West and Angel Hernandez and those guys.
I could already imagine that meeting being spearheaded by those three. Like, hey guys, especially
the most hated.
Angel Hernandez walking in, like, all right, guys, what do you mean I'm not going to get paid for my mediocre work? What do you mean? Like,
asshole, man.
You know what? I'm going to sue you guys for this. I'm going to say that this is a Spanish thing because I'm Spanish. It has nothing to do with me being the worst umpire.
The worst umpire ever.
In the history of the sport.
Facts. So many missed strike calls and balls.
Angel Hernandez.
Also,
you trash, son!
You're fired. The umps will be paid a prorated share of their salaries based on games worked over a 182-day season. A source confirms to ESPN. Umpires have already been paid from January through April and will be paid a 50% rate in May, according to the AP, which first reported on details of the agreed-upon pay structure for 2020.
Umpires working on commission and shit.
It also says that they might not do replay because they planning to, which we'll get into with the realignment. But at those parks, those minor league parks, there's no replay setup. So
the fix is in, bro. Fuck all that. What you mean we're not gonna do replay?
That's what the article says.
And before you know it, we got that Mark Teixeira sliding into first base and clear safe.
Nah,
I'm good.
Clearly.
nah, not in 2020.
But they said that fuck the Empires right now. Okay,
They better install those cameras in the minor league parks before the Yankees come.
They better have camera phones out there.
You better Snapchat, Instagram live. Somebody caught it.
Let's go to the Snapchat.
Let's go
to the MLB TikTok. Didn't even know me. You see Angel Hernandez on first base and shit.
Yes, he does a split. Leslie Nielsen. Naked gun.
Joe West in the Out West challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
The Joe West challenge.
For the podcast listeners, I just attempted to dance.
The Joe West slide.
Yo, Joe West slide and shit. Country Joe West slide.
He does everything wrong. That's what the Joe West slide is.
His big bulky ass.
No, Joe, you have
20 pounds in quarantine.
Now that we have some news about like fuck the Empires right now. Whatever. I know that
we're good for them though.
It's kind of hard for them to argue coming up right now and be like, "Hey guys, you guys got to give us a job," and they're like, "We got robo-umps." They're like, "Whoa, okay, what are you guys offering?"
Right? Like we could do this without you guys.
They came to the table
drive
like,
a hard bargain.
"Well, we're not doing it." They came to the table making a stink and all that shit. They're like, "Hey, we got robo-umps." All right, you know what? We're willing to work with you guys. What are you guys talking about here? What do you guys offer?
You know how many years I've been doing this job? Like, yeah, actually, this is the first year where we can bring in the robo-umps.
That's
nobody
the problem, you know?
we
literally have an excuse to try out whatever the fuck we want right now. So you in or out? Like, what you want to do?
1/3 of the pay? Sure, I'll take it.
All right, we'll take it.
They can help the robot. They can help the robot umps.
Yeah.
guide them.
Joe West is the voiceover for the robo-umps. Strike.
You know what? We'll pay you guys on commission.
All outside.
We'll pay you guys on commission. For every good call, you get this. For every bad call, you get this. At the end of the year, freaking Angel Hernandez is freaking owing MLB money and shit. Like, he's selling his house.
Do not pass go. Go straight to jail.
It's a bill from MLB in the mail. You fucked the game up so much. We gotta charge you.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is a summons.
He said, "Yeah, yo, see, you guys got my check? It's Friday." Actually, yeah, it's a bill. Just give it to him with an invoice on the bottom.
It's a red envelope. Invoice stamped, mad hard.
At least it's not a pink slip.
You wanna talk about the realignment? That's what you want to get into?
Let's talk about the realignment. That's what I really want to get to, because that's the exciting part. Because we talked about that shit before.
So Joe's been excited about this shit for days. Because it sounds like it's becoming more and more of a reality. But they're trying to do like 2 separate divisions, right? The Grapefruit League and the Cactus League.
No, wait, what?
This is old or this is new?
It's 3 divisions.
3 divisions. So it's West, East, and Central.
Yes.
Okay. So it was fun seeing the Yankees and the Phillies and the Mets, right? The Red Sox.
Do you have the thing? I have it right here. Hold on.
Okay. Are we going back to the Bob Nightingale article?
No, to the one that were that they came out where it had the 3 divisions, and it had 3 divisions, and they were talking about. Wait, hold on, I got it right here.
About playing in their own parks, trying to get a 100-game season in.
Yes.
Yeah, the 100-game season.
It came out. Like the alert came out, and it was like MLB eyeing late June start, and everybody started it right back up again. I think that was like Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday or Friday.
I got the 3.
Yeah, because we didn't.
I got the 3.
Yeah, we didn't want to get into it because we didn't know if it was going to be a reality or they were just talking shit or whatever.
But since that time, a new thing came out where it says MLB division realignment, and then that's what they were talking about it there. And then it had the Yankees, the Phillies, Toronto, the Nationals, the Pirates, the Red Sox, the Mets, the Marlins, the Rays, and the Orioles in that East division. And the Central was the White Sox, the Reds, the Twins, the Cardinals, the Braves, It's weird. The Cubs. It's fucking strange. The Cubs, the Brewers, the Indians, Kansas City, Detroit, the West, which is basically you might as well just call this shit the California division. The Dodgers, the Angels, the fucking Oakland, San Diego, San Francisco,
Santiago,
Texas Rangers, Seattle Mariners, Arizona Diamondbacks, the Rockies, and the awkward meeting of the Houston Astros, having everybody that they've deceived in the same division. And you know what? I like it. They're saying something about 100 games, that they want to target 100 games, but they're looking at also being open to 80 games, right? I have no problem with both. They're saying playing in the home parks, and they're saying that they will only play those teams in the division, right?
Late June, early July start.
So obviously this means a new schedule. They got to come up with a new schedule and all. I don't know how they're going to do this. So they're going to come up with a new schedule. They're going to be playing the Yankees, playing the Mets for their fucking division. They're saying that they're looking to also increase the amount of teams getting into what you said.
I said the Mets aren't going to contend, but yeah,
I don't know. They look pretty good, man. They look pretty good. Well, we started
on paper until we start playing. And I know. It's like,
when we started
store.
And
but go ahead.
Like we started like a JomboyMedia MLB The Show league, like something small between us and shit. And Zach was like, "Hey Joe, you can't choose the Yankees, you can't choose the Dodgers, you can't choose the Astros, you can't choose the Braves, and but you could choose anybody else except for the Twins, and also because we chose the Twins, and we also chose, and somebody else chose I forgot who else, the Nationals." I'm like, "Why isn't the Nationals on that do not choose list? They just won." They're like, "Oh well, we didn't think about that." I was like, "Okay, I'll choose the Mets." I was looking at the Mets and like what they're doing, they're pitching. If they stay healthy, hey, you never know. We'll see. But
they look all right. They look all right.
But
I wonder how the wild card situation is going to pan out. I guess they're going to go by record.
This shit is kind of exciting. Hello?
It's going to get tricky.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. It's going to get interesting tricky, though. Like, I'm here for it. Whatever comes. Whatever they figure out,
yeah,
I'm with it.
Exciting.
I wonder, like, the motherfuckers are going to be earning their money right now. They're going to be earning their pay. The structure, how they set it up.
The divisions are kind of balanced, no?
I like it. I like it because we've been talking about this for a long time. Like, you know what I mean? So to see it right now, obviously everybody's putting their heads together, brainstorming, seeing what's gonna happen.
Chris, to realize my dream, I just want to hear one more thing. Yo.
Your dream.
You already know what it is. To realize my dream.
Yeah.
Just give me the universal DH, please. Just come on and just say
universal DH.
That makes so much more sense than some of the other ideas. Like, let's just not do the pitchers hitting because once you group these groups,
what are we doing?
The American League no longer matters anymore.
Exactly. Listen, it doesn't matter.
Once we come back, after a while, they're going to be like, hey, you know what? This is all right. Having these divisions. Then before you know it, they're going to do universal DH. Then they're going to realign. Then before you know it, no more.
Listen, man, you got to, because the thing is, when you overthink, you tend to make a lot more mistakes than just, letting the shit come to you. Like, it's so simple. It's not easy, but it's really simple to make baseball. Right, to make baseball interesting to people that don't watch it. You know what I mean? Like this type of division, the universal DH, these are easy things that fans have been screaming for years. Like, yo, just do it already.
Baseball's a regional sport, bro. Give me teams around my region to play, B.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck that shit.
That's it.
Fuck the West.
It's like,
let me play my teams in the East, bro. That's it.
That's it.
I'll deal with those guys in the West and the Central later on if we make it to the playoffs. Simple as that. That's it.
Later on.
I want beef with everybody in the East.
Exactly.
Everybody.
And if we're talking about getting people involved that don't usually watch baseball, if it's the East versus the East, it's like, okay, if I live in Pittsburgh and I don't usually root for the Pirates, but, I think Pittsburgh's the best city, then I want to see my team beat Philadelphia. I want to see my team beat Baltimore. I want to see my team beat New York. Like, now I'm actually watching and repping my team because after being quarantined like this, I'm putting on for my city. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Just get it done.
You just gotta be open to change. It's like right now, one of the obviously different sport, but Vince McMahon the WrestleMania normally is a 1 night thing. You have it's like 6-7 hours. Motherfuckers be there 10 hours the whole day, and people get tired. People fall asleep. People leave. This year, first time ever, they made WrestleMania a 2-night event. So instead of 1 8-hour event, you got 2 4-night events. You make the whole weekend about yourself, more revenue. So when you're open to change, things do happen.
Yep.
If baseball could do it, hey, you know what I mean? Give us the universal DH. Things can happen for you, man. More revenue for baseball, and I don't know. They should just do it already.
No problem.
I mean, what do you guys think about this? I think Major League Baseball has a good opportunity to be first to return because NBA is kind of getting tripped up right now.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with the NBA.
Well, LeBron wants to come back because LeBron thinks he's gonna win the chip. But there's people like Steve Kerr who represent the Warriors. They're like, nah, we don't need to play.
Your team is trash right now. Why you got a voice?
Exactly. There's executives and agents, and depending on where their team is, like they're saying, yo, we don't need to come back and force this. We need to get ready for the next season. LeBron is like, no, we've been practicing. We're ready to go. As soon as we can go, we are gonna play. So I think MLB not starting.
Low key.
In any circle, in Clutch Sports and his people, they're forcing his hand. But conversely, MLB never got started, right? So there is no record on the line. There is no team that was the clear cut number one or favorite. That's like no. What we're looking at is like MLB's like, yo, we could start a completely fresh season when we get it all figured out, and everyone's going to be on board. All 30 teams are going to say, yes, we want to play. In the NBA, they're trying to figure out how to come back, and it's a little bit of a tug of war right now. It's like, okay, the teams at the top, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Bucks, the Raptors, the Celtics, like the teams that think they have an opportunity to win a championship this year want to go back. The bottom feeder teams, like the New York Knicks ain't worried about coming back right now.
Right. I think the only thing is that the guys want to play. That's it. They just finish the season. Yeah. I think that's what they want to do.
Yeah. Some people want to be safe.
Basketball players, not to cut you off, but before you get to this thought, basketball players historically get to enjoy their summer. And every day that we're getting closer to June, like the finals is usually the first week of June. If the NBA doesn't figure out how to get back before that time, which they pretty much won't, these NBA players, they're out of here. Devin Booker's riding around the desert with Kendall Jenner. Like they're not beat. They're not beat. These basketball players are off into their summer. They're not beat to play.
Buns.
Yeah, and they're all burning down. Like they're not going to be out of shape. You know how these dudes get. They're about to enjoy their summer a little bit.
Yeah, well, you better see. That's what LeBron's banking on. He's like, yo, I'm trying to get this ring for the low. I got this ring for the low.
I want exposure. Like, you better get over it, bro, because there's a lot more people in the league that don't want to see you win a ring. Don't even want to go back to anything. Like Steve Kerr and the Warriors. I don't know how many times we heard him this week say that, like, they're acting as if the season is over. Like, they already had their exit meetings.
That's crazy. Now that they still got the first pick, right, in the draft, or well, they haven't done the lottery yet, but
the lottery,
all the mock drafts I've seen, they got them picking first
for the most part, yeah, and they know who they're eyeing the kid James Wiseman or whatever from Memphis, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Baseball fans, Yankee fans that are listening that also watch basketball, we have an opportunity as fans of this sport, and we are in America. This is an American pastime. We're supposed to be. A great way for sports to return in this country would be if Rob Manfred and the MLB figure out some type of 3-division regional tournament, something. I don't know.
No fans
something
in the stands, which means you know what that means, Keith. The live streams are gonna be lit. On the channel, we get together. That doesn't mean that we can't get together at JomboyMedia, right? Yes, we can probably get together.
Get together in the basement, like we can get together wherever.
It doesn't matter. We're watching the game.
We're gonna watch the games together. So that's what I'm really banking on now. Now we're in May, new month. I'm like, okay, if MLB can figure out how to be the first sport to come back, because it seems like the NBA has a lot of different opinions in the league because they were more than halfway through a season. MLB didn't get to start, so everybody wants to start. There's half the teams in the NBA that are like, whatever. Like the Nets, I'm a Nets fan. If KD ain't saying he's gonna come back and play, then why do we care to play in whatever tournament this is? Well, if Kyrie had shoulder surgery less than a month and a half ago, maybe, I don't even know the date, but it was during his quarantine. I think sometime in March he got his shoulder surgery. So if he's not ready to play in a Vegas tournament or a Disneyland tournament or Disney World, wherever they said they were gonna play, we're on to 2021. MLB is not like that. Every team in Major League Baseball is like, we're ready.
Universally, people are saying that we're going to play baseball this year. That's what they keep saying.
Right.
So.
All 30 teams want to compete in whatever form of baseball we get.
All right. Well, we'll do that.
I'm
excited.
Please,
I'm excited to hear some progress in that direction. So that's good. And let me see. What else? There was some other news. Oh, yeah. Hall of Fame ceremony canceled. We knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame ceremony canceled.
Cheater was I'm good.
Y'all gonna give me my next year or something. So.
Y'all gonna give me my proper time when it's time. So
he's in already. What else happened?
Yeah, he's already in. So that's fine.
I've seen Glaber. Glaber's been doing some talking. Glaber, he's feeling it. The season not being there, he's been tweeting and doing videos and stuff. That's good. Our young leader is out there talking to the fans and kind of showing his face is good. You need that. Yeah. You literally do need that to keep morale up. There's a lot of Yankee fans like us that are disappointed right now. We had a lot of plans for this season, this summer, and what we were going to do. So it's good to see guys like Glaber like, yo, I'm right there with you. I'm feeling it too.
Yeah, he's like, damn, man, this shit is, it sucks. It really, really sucks because these guys prepare all off season, especially how last season ended. You know what I mean? And everything that the team went through with the injuries and everything like that. So it's tough. It's tough. You work all winter and then you still got to wait a little longer. But hopefully, with all this conversation going on, it's baseball should be starting soon. Hopefully.
And get better. Trey Mancini, man, I just found out that he will be missing the 2020 season due to him taking chemotherapy, stage 3. Colon cancer. Everybody knows, like in my chat or whatever it is, that me and Trey Mancini have this love-hate relationship that he probably has absolutely no idea about.
This feud.
I was going to say, what are you talking about, bro? Everyone knows that Mancini have this love. No, everyone knows that you have a love-hate relationship.
Okay, that's fine.
There's Vegeta and Goku, Stone Cold The Rock, Yankee Red Sox, Jones McFly, Trey Mancini.
That's basically what it is. But
top feuds of all time.
I want him to get better. I do want him to get better so that I can start bullying him again on the field. So Trey Mancini, please get better. I know it must be a scary time for him and his family, so stay strong and all that stuff. And
I think he's doing well. I saw a post from the Players Tribune with him in the hospital. I think he seems to be in good spirits. He was smiling in the picture, and I mean, the timing of everything is crazy, man. God makes no mistakes. For us to be in the situation that we're in right now, and him to be going through this. So yeah, in the Players Tribune, it says chemo in the age of COVID-19 is crazy. I got my Mediport put in on April 6th. It's in my chest, and it's where they'll run the drugs into my body during chemotherapy. My girlfriend drove me to the appointment, but because of the virus, she wasn't permitted inside. And that's as it should be, obviously. I'm getting chemo at a hospital in Baltimore. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see here. I don't want to read this whole thing on the pod. But basically what he's saying, he's like, I'm definitely trying to follow all the protocols, not only because it's the right thing to do, but also because I don't want to expose myself to anything, especially before going into chemotherapy. My treatment will take 6 months, every 2 weeks for 6 months. If baseball returns in 2020, it will be without me. So, I just think he's he's understanding, like, hey, I'm going through this right now, but the world is going through the coronavirus, and we're following what we got to do, and it is what it is. And even for him to be visible in a post like that, he could go to the hospital, go to chemotherapy, and not be visible. He's being visible and being transparent. So I wish him all the best, and see you when we can see you again.
Hey, man, come back, man, come back.
Prayers, man, prayers.
And then get booed by me.
Hoping for the best.
But I need
hoping for the best.
So we could do that, man. We get better.
Hoping for the best.
What was the? Damn, there was one more thing that I did see here. Oh Oh, shout to our boy Stucco for winning a fucking Emmy.
Oh yeah.
For the show The Feed, man.
Congrats.
So clap it up for my man Stucco.
Congrats.
Getting an Emmy, bro. Like, yo, he put up the video, him and his wife, fiance, but and he was so happy, man. He worked so hard in The Feed, man. Friend of the pod, dude, so chill, man. It's really nice, and I'm so happy for him. We gotta get Stucco on the pod, man. Gotta get Stucco on the pod.
Oh, we can.
We definitely gotta get Stucco on the pod, man.
That's my guy. So Stucco went to CBA, Christian Boys Academy. Mm-hmm. I went to Ocean Township. Christian Boys Academy is this huge like campus in Monmouth County. It's an all boys school. Good sports. They're good at everything, but they don't have a football team. Stucco used to date a couple of girls from my high school, so I met him way back in the day. We crossed paths a couple of times. And then when I went to the Fan Cave in 2014, that was his first year working at Yes Network. And he was one of the first people to congratulate me. Like, bro, you're going to do good things. You're going to do big things. Like, yo, this is super dope for you. And I was saying the same to him. Like, bro, you're going to do great things. You're at the Yes Network. That's awesome. Fast forward 6 years. He just won an Emmy for a show.
Shit, man.
Taking the Yankees social media.
That's another round of applause.
Putting it all that's forward thinking. That's the young man doing what he's got to do there at the Yes Network, man. And I wish him nothing but
he's
more
trying to
success.
grow the game, man. He's trying to get more people to get to know the players, bro. I love that shit. Love that energy. Matt Stucco, we got to clip this up so we can send this to him. Congratulations to you, Matt Stucco.
Congrats, brother.
Podcast. Thank you for coming through.
I'm in County. Let's go.
And let me see. There was one more thing.
You wanted to talk about the Drake album.
Drake.
It's not baseball, though.
Drake we leave for last. Oh, guys. I don't want to stand on a. I don't even talk about this too much, and I'm just gonna have to fucking do it, right? And this shit fucking annoys me. It pisses me the hell off, and it started pissing me off more and more and more. And I kept trying to run away from it for many years, and then I just said, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Oh, I know.
Listen, guys. 27 rings, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to say it. 27 rings. I don't ever really like to use it in an argument and whatever and whatnot. But if I need to remind the motherfucker about 27 rings, I will, because we have that, okay?
Well, I know where you're going with
Listen,
this.
I got into a Twitter discussion. I will say a discussion because, I'm just talking or whatever it is. And then somebody comes out and says, well, the Yankees haven't been able, the Yankees have been saying, what was it that he said? The Yankees, the Yankees haven't done anything from 2009, from till now. And I'm like, motherfucker, what are you saying? First of all, 2009 they won the championship, you idiot. So you should have said 2010. And it pisses me the fuck off when people try to say, oh, well, the Yankees haven't won in 10 years. Okay. And shit happens. Baseball happens. Yankees haven't won. Well, it is what it is.
We've had a winning season every year.
Yes.
Since then.
And I'll say, and there's also some Yankee fans that like to run away from the 27 ring argument, and they like to run away from 27 rings period. They'll say, I only, and I was one of those until now when I said, fuck it, I'm embracing this shit. 5 rings. I've seen the 5 rings, or I've seen my 7 rings, and that's all I'm going to talk about. That's fine and dandy. But we're not going to sit here and ignore 27 fucking rings or 26 rings in a pocket watch, which is basically the technical term, if you really want to know.
Right.
Listen, the Yankees have been around. If you want to count the Yankees turning into the fucking from the Highlanders from 1913, the Yankees have won since 1923 27 championships. There are teams that have been around longer than the New York Yankees, and they have not won, not even half of how many championships they have won. Okay, it is an appreciation. I'll tell you what 27 rings means to me. I don't know if it means something like that to you guys. But to me, what 27 rings means to me is the fact that the fucking team has that success is every team holding every other team accountable to not be complacent.
Yeah.
And no other team has that. So the fact that you want to hold Our team. Oh, you haven't won in 10 years. You have won one championship in the last 20 years. Motherfucker. The Yankees, and somebody tried to tell me some other shit like, oh, the Yankees
They told you,
the Yankees
alive.
What?
You wasn't alive for the other.
Or they'll say something like, well, since 1960s, before 1960s, the Yankees won 20 championships. Okay, well, since 1960, they won 9, which is still basically lapping the fucking field. Like, what are you saying here? Like, what are you even telling me? It doesn't even really matter. When people tell me that kind of stuff, listen, there's lulls, there's peaks and valleys. It happens, but the freaking train always keeps moving forward. I think it was from 76 or some shit like, or I'm sorry, from 78 when the Yankees won then to when the Yankees won again in 95. That was in 96. That was a big ass fucking lull.
Yeah, almost 20 years.
Yeah, and you're telling me those Yankees fans survived?
Right.
Bro,
that's right, Keith.
Exactly. It's 27 rings, bro. It is what it is. All 20. They act like the 27 ring crowd just fucking sprouted out of nowhere. No, that crowd was a 26 ring crowd. They just evolved to a 27 ring crowd. They were a 23 ring crowd.
We had that argument.
What happened?
Yeah, we had that argument for a long time. We used to argue with our classmates in school, back in high school, Joe, like, oh no, you 27 rings.
You guys only want to talk about the old time. Yeah, well, it's
no,
you kind of brought it up. I mean, you're talking about, if you want to argue about this year's team versus this year's team against, we could have that conversation. That's not a problem. I'm not going to sit here and bring up 27 rings just as kind of support an argument. But once you start to tell me about you haven't won in the last 10 years, then I have to go and start to question your team, right? And you want to talk to me about the Red Sox, and you could pick any team that you want to pick out of a hat, bro. Go ahead. Pick them out of a hat, and we'll talk about them. I don't give a shit. They still don't fucking compare to the Yankees. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna fucking
in any sport.
And I think even the Lakers and whatnot, and the Celtics are pretty close, but they're fucking close. At least you have somebody that's kind of close. The Yankees, you can add the next 2 fucking teams, and this still doesn't equal 27 rings. How fucking insane is that?
At all. Who has 10?
The Cardinals have 11, and then the Red Sox have 9.
Cardinals is the next closest, and they still like
the Giants won 3 of them in the 2000 and they still don't come close. This is what I got to kick to y'all before I have to go eat dinner.
2010, 2012, 2014. That's what
Okay, so the thing about the 27 rings, because I get into it, I used to get into this. I don't get into it anymore because I don't even want to have the conversation. But the thing about flexing the 27 rings, it's about excellence. It's about tradition of winning. It's about, like Joe said, the standard here. We win here. We don't take L's with pinstripes. And then that creates a higher standard for our competition. Everybody wants to beat the Yankees. And everybody wants to do what the Yankees have done. They're going to always count and try and catch us. And that 27 won't be 27 forever, right? Now you look at the Yankees. You look at the Yankees from 2009 to now. What was the worst record we had in that time? Like, I think like 2014, we missed the playoffs and we had what, like 85 wins.
I will never say that the Yankees never put their best foot forward. There are owners out there that make a lot, but that have more net worth than the Steinbrenners. That is not a secret. I don't even think that the Steinbrenners are within the top 20 when it comes to net worth compared to these other owners. The fact that they invest in their team is not a negative. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking sitting here so that you could, make you feel better about your team's mediocrity. Your team wins the championship and you rebuild. Our team fucking wins
every
the championship.
time. We've seen that the last few times.
Our team wins the championship. We retool. We're not built the fucking same, bro. It's not.
We reload. We're coming back for more.
We're trying to win again. Yankees win in 2000. Yankees win 96. Lose in 97. Win in 98. Win in 99.
Win in 99.
Win in 2000.
Win in 2000.
Lose in 2001.
Should have won in 2000.
They lose in 2001, and the reporter says you'll do better next year.
Because that is the standard.
Thank you. So don't fucking tell me people say, oh, well, the Yankees' dominance on the league is not, you guys are not the standard anymore. We are the fucking standard, motherfucker, because
we are.
We didn't lose a series last year for months. Like, Some of the best teams. We didn't lose a series for months with the team we had last year with replacement players, with backups, with AAA guys, because the standard of excellence is so high.
It's just
like if you were right. The 2014 season, Yankees were 84-78 in second place.
And the year that they sold, they still remain competitive.
So 2014 was our worst year from and people, and see, like, this is why I don't get into it,
This is
so if that was our worst season, there are MLB teams that haven't sniffed 85 win seasons. Like they might have one season where they get over that. And then when you talk about other sports, there are 162 games. That's a lot of games to win. That's a lot of games to every year. Every year we're winning more than 85 games out of 162.
That's crazy.
I rest my case. The Yankees haven't done anything since 2009. The Yankees haven't been I'm not the one. Joe, you better than me on Twitter, yo. I can't.
That's what I'm saying. When people talk about us, history, whatever it is, you guys are just living in history books. No, motherfucker. Our history is what's keeping us focused on our future. It's always keeping us focused on our future. Where your history is giving you complacency. Like you're complacent. You're okay. Hey, you know what?
You're okay.
Like I said, the Yankee mentality and the Red Sox fan mentality are two different fucking mentalities. Because they can say, hey, we haven't won for 80-something years. We just won 4. Hey, it's okay if we lose this year. The Yankees are not like that. They're not. It's just never been like that.
What's the Bronx cheer, right? What is the Bronx cheer? It's a boo. Why do we boo guys? Because there is a standard, there is a bar, there is an expectation of excellence. That if you come through it and you don't play well in Yankee Stadium, there are people wearing your jersey like, boo, get them out of here.
You're trash.
You know what? I'm not apologizing for my team not being complacent. Oh, shit. We're going crazy out there. See, they feel the same way. But I'm not going to apologize for the team not being complacent.
No, sir. Not me.
And that's all I got to say.
But the thing about MLB is there's so many loser-ass teams that we've watched. Before the Astros were all high and mighty, before the Astros cheated to get to where they were losing 100 games. They were disgusting. They were trying to get draft picks, and that was okay because, we'll get there one day. Like, no, we're never losing 100 games in the Bronx. It's too many of us at the stadium. It's never gonna happen.
So, it wasn't. I think since '95, the first season that we didn't clinch a playoff berth was in 2008. Since '95.
Yeah, it was a fucking
right. That's another thing, right?
That's crazy.
Throw the records out, right? Like we're in the postseason. We're in the playoffs in all of those years from 2009 to now. We've only missed the playoffs. What 2016, 2014, 2008, whatever it was. Like we're still in with the best of the best.
Even in those
a lot of these years, we're in the final. We're in the final 4. We're in the top 8. Like
right,
bro. And even in those years, we're still competitive. Like the team's still competitive. So I'm not even going to say, they have the seasons and whatnot, but the team's always come. Even in the year that they sold, which I know that it was pretty hard for Hal to do, but even in the year that they sold, the Yankees fucking sold, they would still remain competitive that year because Gary Sanchez was tearing shit up.
2016.
You know what I mean? So it's like
we almost made the playoffs.
Yeah, almost made the playoffs. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
Dellin against the Dodgers, bro. I remember that year because we needed all of those games, bro. Dellin blew it a couple times that year. I was like, fuck. Just because, I'm like, we got to make the postseason. But, man, it is what it is. You got to be a fool and argue with us. And I know all three of us are hella biased, but, I'm a sports fan. I look at all sports. When you look at the Yankees, that's what people ask, I'm like, yeah, but I'm a Yankee fan first. 1, because of proximity. 2, because of the experience. Yeah. There is nothing like going to Yankee Stadium and rooting for the Yankees. We're about to win. And there's not even I never have walked into Yankee Stadium. I don't care if it's ALCS game 4. I'm like, we're about to win this shit. I walk into Yankee Stadium every time we're gonna win. Now I've seen my basketball team, the Nets. I walk into the Barclays Center. I'm like, we're about to get smoked. I went and saw Ben Simmons put 34 points and 14 rebounds. He had a triple double against us on Martin Luther King Day. I'm like, that was fun. I had a good time. It's not the same. It's not the same.
But I mean, that's all I gotta say about 27 Rings. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna sit here and use it in an argument in terms of like, oh, that's my crutch, right? But if you start to attack it, I'm not going to try, and then I'm not gonna give you all these arbitrary dates just so you can feel better about your piece of shit team. I'm sorry. And that's it.
Yo, and it's usually these young kids that are on that. You were probably, I hope you were arguing with a young person.
I don't know. I'd be like, yo, first, before I talk to you, yo, ASL real quick. AOL days.
Yeah.
Age, sex, location.
These anonymous. I got no time for these anonymous people on Twitter. Yeah, you gotta give me some credentials. Like, why are we about to go back and forth on this?
What's your resume?
Keith McPherson, Emilio Perez, Top Deportes. I just want to ask you a question. Oh yeah, man. So we got. Well, I guess the last thing is you guys listen to Drake, right? The Drake album.
Yeah, we were listening to some Drake.
How you guys feel?
Of course.
How you guys feel about that shit?
I like it, man. I think I've listened to it already in full.
You recommend it
about
or not?
4 times. And anything Drake touches, he has the Midas touch, man. Anything Drake touches, even these are throwaways. Now, there's people right now that are going crazy trying to get the big hit. He has hits as throwaways. So Drake is Thanos, man. He's just, no matter what he does.
We knew something was coming because he was leaking the videos. We knew some new music was on the way. For him, he literally he just threw us his throwaways, dark lane demo tapes. What did he call it? Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, he's getting hella streams. There's hits on there. That D4L track is hard. I liked all the features.
I like them.
I woke up on my birthday. I'm like, oh, and Drizzy dropped.
And Drizzy.
Good shit on your B-Day. I did see an interview between him and Lil Wayne talking about they're working on something together. They're going to be working on something together starting this weekend.
That's fire because his album is coming. His album is coming as well. So he got an album coming this summer. So man, he's just basically prepping right now. He's prepping. He dropped that Tuesday slide. You know what I mean? He also had prior to that, he dropped the When to Say When, which is with the song Cry Beat. Yeah. And then the Chicago freestyle.
I've seen an interesting
and
tweet.
more. So we got 4 of these 14 songs. We got 4 of these 14 songs early.
Yeah, exactly. We got it early, spread out. War came out first, and then the other 3. What happened, Joe?
I seen an interesting tweet, right? He said, "Who has brought a better artist to the game?" Right? Jay-Z.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bringing Kanye and Rihanna, or Lil Wayne bringing Drake, and Nicki Minaj.
I gotta give it a Wayne.
I gotta give it a Wayne too.
Wayne also because those artists are younger. They're not done.
And
like Drake,
it almost feels like kind of like Jay-Z, kind of like, and this is music talk. This isn't baseball talk. I feel like he kind of like backed up into Kanye. Like Kanye was trying to like get his attention, he was trying to like,
Jay didn't want it. Jay didn't want it. It was Dame Dash. Dame Dash was the one that believed in Kanye.
I don't know if I can give Jay the. I mean, he molded him a little bit. I'm not gonna say that, but I feel like it's Dame Dash that put him on.
I'll give Jay-Z Beanie Siegel.
You brought him Memphis Bleak. He put Memphis Bleak on. He put the Young Gunners on. Chris and Neve.
As per Jay, he did make these guys millionaires. So hey, listen.
Yeah,
but I gotta give the edge to Lil Wayne, man, because
for sure. And then Nicki Minaj is like one of the greatest female artists of all time. And I know she says that too much, but that is fact.
Yeah, it is.
Rihanna is, but Rihanna left the game to make makeup and like. I was just about to say, and like, where's the album? Where's the music at? It's been like 4 years.
Come on.
And but she has dropped some features here and there. I forgot what album I was listening. Oh yeah, she was on the Party Next Door album. So she
yeah.
Bro, the ongoing Twitter thing, and Jeffrey will tell you, everything that Rihanna puts out, like a tweet, a freaking message on Instagram, they're like, yo, so you putting out music? What's good? Like, you putting out music? Yeah, people keep saying that shit. So
that album better be one of the best albums of all time.
I don't even know if she's
I'm not trying to pressure.
But
and the thing is, it's not even
she don't need
the fans. The fans are the one increasing the pressure. Like the expectation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because she's just trying to chill and become a billionaire, right? You know, so because she's killing it right now.
Kanye is there, so
you know that. Yeah, Kanye is already there, so it's like she's trying to get her money other ways and then do music after. But I think she's just playing around. I think she has it done. She's just doing some other shit.
Right.
I think that's what's going on.
Oh, that's your music talk here, Pinstripe Strong Podcast. It's just a little thing, you know what I mean? Something we might be working on, letting you guys know. Might talk about some music and shit. Jeffers is probably getting excited listening to this. He's really, oh my god, I want to talk. What do you guys want to say?
Yeah, I got so much to talk about when it comes to music and shit like that. So
got that.
Yeah,
so we'll say that, man. But do you guys have any last words, any last things that you guys want to say?
Keith, any last words?
Just that whenever they figure out how to get these games on TV, we will cover it. We will create content. It's coming. It's on the way. I don't know exactly how or when, but we're going to figure it out because the stay-at-home shit is about to be over soon. So optimism. We need positive energy only.
Facts.
We're on the way.
Facts. That's what we need. Positive vibes. What about you, Chris?
Well, we just talked about it. Chris picks, obviously, the Drake album. No,
that's fine.
No mystery there. No mystery.
You don't gotta surprise people. It's all good. If
you don't gotta surprise it, but that's the one album that I keep going back to and listening, and also like I always say, R&B and some old school reggaeton. Watching that Nicki Jam docuseries, I was like, damn man, I remember this. I remember these songs. But I'm listening to Drake right now, so. Chris picks. How about you, Joe? Any last words?
Last thing here is if you want to watch a movie, animated movie, watch the DC movie. It's called Doom. I love that shit. That shit is good, man. It just shows you, that movie just shows you why Batman's the fucking man, bro. So look for it. Doom, DC. Of course, there's the shows that we watch and shit like that. We'll talk about that and whatnot, but definitely watch Doom. That movie's fucking awesome since you got some free time right now.
And there's actually this website that my daughter sent me, Jaylene. It's called metastream.com.
I want to promote nothing and give somebody a virus.
No. It's not a virus. I actually was using it. So you basically get to stream content. Like if you want to watch a Netflix movie with friends or whatever, you actually get to all watch it together and chat about it and all that stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, so I was watching an anime. I forgot the name of the anime, but we were watching it together. And no. Well, I'm done with that. But we were watching it together and we were chatting like, oh my god, what's going on? It's called Demon Slayer, and we were watching it together. Like, oh man, so that's pretty cool. Like quarantine. You could chat with your friends, stream if you want to watch this show, what's the name? The Mandalorian, and you want to talk with your friends, that's pretty cool. Fire. So I'll send you guys the link if you're interested. It's
Mandalorian comes out tomorrow. May the 4th be with you, and
May the 4th.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you guys want to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all over social media, follow me at Joe's McFly. Follow Chris
McFly 20.
Follow Keith, even though he's saying not to follow him, but follow Keith. It's
at Keith McPherson. See you there, maybe, but you don't have
to.
Get
ready for the last dance, guys. Get ready for the last dance.
Follow Pinstripe Strong, JomboyMedia, and of course, on me on Twitch. I'm playing a whole bunch of different games. I might start playing some fucking Call of Duty and getting frustrated. Seeing Josh Hart freaking break a keyboard yesterday. That shit was funny. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. And nice short podcast today. Only an hour. And
just very
only
short.
An hour and about 15 minutes. And we had nothing to talk about. So some good shit just shows that some good vibes going on. So leave us a voicemail, 347-389-4898. And guys, like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong. And let's go Yankees. Tell them, Noah.
Rest in peace. Everybody.
Time to eat some dinner.
I'm gonna go
dinner and damn this shit.
Yeah, go make something to eat. Get ready for the
stuff right there.
Food being cooked right now. I'm an exit stage left. Enjoy the rest of your birthday night.
Guys.
Happy birthday to you.
Pinstripe Strong Army. Peace out. Peace.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth G, for the $4.99 super chat. Wait, do I have that? Do I have my sound? Oh, shit. I fucking... Oh, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you guys. You guys gotta hop on the Twitch, man. I'll make you my mods here. I'll make you guys mods over there for damn sure. I'll see you guys later. Got some pasta to eat. Deuces.